so how often? We can kind of just go around if you want to do it that way or whatever's easier. For this one, we'll go around.
No, not really. I mean, on a rare occasion, but that's about it.
Okay.
No. I drink a Frappuccino like every morning.
I drink coffee every day, usually in the morning and at night. So.
All right.
I don't really drink coffee
No.
that often.
Oh, go to me? Oh, that's right. You guys are just started. I drink it 4 to 5 times a week.
I drink it every day.
Same day.
Probably morning and night.
Cool. Okay. If your best friend, we'll say, was going to buy a coffee somewhere, where would you send them? And why? Like, what's your rationale behind that? Anyone? Kelly.
I don't know. Downstairs in Chester.
What coffee
Because
shop
it's
is that?
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks, because there's one on every corner.
My roommate, who was also my best friend, and I go to JP's Java, which is like in Austin. I think there's only one, but I like their coffee the best because they brew it like every day. So.
I don't know, like probably Starbucks. I actually might send McDonald's. McDonald's was giving out free coffee once, and it was really good. I only had it once, but it was pretty good, so I was surprised.
He loves McDonald's.
I was surprised. It tastes like chocolate milk.
$20 to save
Starbucks.
This is gonna be like our
Sorry,
whispering
I don't
on
know
this.
It depends on what you mean. Like, if it's like my friend's gonna go get coffee and study somewhere, I'd say Mozart. But if it's just like just quick coffee or something, at Starbucks.
Cool. What benefits do you expect from a coffee shop? Like, what are things that you look for when picking where you're gonna go get your coffee?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, free Wi-Fi because Starbucks isn't free. So, or
It's
I don't think
T-Mobile,
it is.
right?
Yeah, you have to
T-Mobile.
pay. It's steady there.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Or you have to have an account, I think.
Yeah.
Which is really irritating.
I look for it quick, in, out, done. It's a cup of coffee. I don't need to have whatever Frappuccino or else. I just need to pour the coffee, put it in a cup, light to go.
I look for brownies.
It has to be quiet. I don't know. There's quiet places where if you just like want to study, but then there's also if you like want your girlfriends to like hang out, also allow you to be loud. So it depends.
So like an inner and outer area.
I look for like a chill area, but I don't look for coffee shops that often, so.
Yeah. Is it like a common meeting place for a lot of people? Like where you meet for like projects or no?
No.
I study
You just
there
go for coffee.
all the time.
I think it's a common meeting place for people not in college because you basically have everyone's place. You don't need to. You have your own personal space in college, unlike high school. In high school, though, just meet at Starbucks and go or something, or Chipotle or some sort of argument.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What would be the reason someone would purchase coffee instead of making it at home? Like, what do you think the main reason is? In your
Ease, like quickness. Like if I don't have time in the morning to make coffee myself, I run and grab it on my way to class or something. It's one less thing to worry about.
Do you go inside or the drive-through if there is one?
I'll walk in. Mostly when it's on campus, I'll walk to it.
If you want like a special, like not just like a cup of coffee, but like
Something
a
fancy.
frappuccino or something like that. I mean, I don't know how to do that at home, you know. So if I feel like drinking something that's not just like straight coffee, then that's when I tend to go to coffee shops.
Yeah.
I have two of them. One, I always forget in the morning, and so do my roommates. And two, if you're on campus for like
You forget what?
the cup of coffee, like if you made it, like sometimes we just leave it on the counter. That has happened far more times because when you wake up early, you don't remember anything. And two, if you're on campus for like more than 8 hours, sometimes you don't get to go home. Like just you have to. It's not really
So it's like
option.
convenience.
Convenience, but it's also like necessity. You don't have another option to go home and come back.
Okay. Anyone else? No. Okay. What qualities does a person who drinks coffee often possess? What type of person are they?
Some people think they're neurotic, but I don't believe that.
They're neurotic. Anything else?
Very go-getter, I feel like.
Go
'Cause
get
that's me.
I don't know. I go with the other option. I think everyone who I've ever seen in class with the thermos has been really slagger. They're like the guy who showed up latest. Like,
Because they're getting the coffee.
yeah, I guess so.
No one?
Someone who's
addicted to coffee. I guess.
Addictive personality.
Yeah.
Kind
Who needs
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna agree with that because if I like have to study, then I have to have coffee. Like I feel like I can't stay awake if I don't drink coffee. So maybe somebody with like a dependent personality.
Yeah, I got whipped up on it real bad for like a good 6-month period. And Preston's parents are totally coffee hounds. They need it real bad.
Cool. So the next part is we're going to give you a piece of paper, and we are going to want you to draw what a person would look like who drinks a lot of coffee. But I need to go grab more pens, so here's paper.
It's like an older man, and he has like a mustache and goatee, and like kind of like business casual clothes, you know. He's ready to go to work.
Mine's coffee break.
Yeah.
Lunch break. Kelly.
Mine's an artsy guy. He has his easel.
And his beret.
Yeah. That's what, I don't know, coffee shops make me think of like beat poets, I guess, sometimes.
Fair enough.
Okay. This is all three of my roommates roll into one. She's double fisting coffee before she goes to class in the morning.
I kind of had like the whole poet feel, like whenever I think of someone, and I don't know, I always picture them with sunglasses and not really smiling, so
Not really. Grumpy.
yeah, get coffee.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, mine's wearing a V-neck and some like jean shorts with a coffee and a cigarette saying I hate architecture.
Solid.
I know that kid.
I got like the old strange guy who's always at coffee shops with jean shorts and a t-shirt. There's gonna be a chick, but then I couldn't really draw a feed, so.
You like the boobs, you got
Yeah, thanks. He's out of shape. I'm judging.
Mine's just a stick figure. But he has, it has bulging eyes and hair that's spiking up. I feel like they're like crazy.
Cool.
I have one of those too, and I labeled it Liza. But then I have another one with a college student just passed out on the desk with a cup of coffee to the point where coffee doesn't even wake him up.
Cool. Those are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Good work. Okay. So the next question is, what purpose does drinking coffee serve to people? What, if so, what void does it fill?
Stay awake.
Sleep.
I think it's also an addiction. Like you just feel like you get such in the habit that you need coffee that you just like drink coffee, but it like doesn't do anything